Morning! No Mrs. Brown this morning, you're just stuck with me. So this morning we're moving some trucks around. We got trucks to dump. We're gonna run beans. I think we figured out what's wrong with the combine. But we don't have the parts to fix it, but it's still operable, so we're going to keep running it. And while they're running some beans, I think I might do some inline ripping, so should be lots of action today. We'll see. I'm going to be away from the shop most of the day, so fix us a cooler and then we'll head over and start dumping trucks. We got to stop and pick up a dump trailer. From a test plot that had soybeans in it. We're going to dump those while we're dumping the trucks from yesterday's harvest. Big load of beans. It's actually more than I thought there'd be. So we're going to dump these beans right into the bottom of this bin. This will be the first beans we store today, or this week, or this year. Jeez.
Can't lift the trailer up or crush these doors. I'll have to pull out the drive-through to lock those around.
So does anybody have like something that everyone just borrows all the time? That's been this dump trailer. If you ever buy one, I advise you don't tell anybody you have one, because it'll get borrowed a lot and come back with things. For example, I think we're on the second or third hitch and jack. That box got beat to one time. It came back with a different battery that was dead, and right now the battery's dead. Now I'm not saying someone borrowed it and ran the battery dead. I'm pretty sure that just happened on its own, but I'm just saying if you ever buy a dump trailer for your pickup, don't tell anybody. His dad has a battery pack in his truck. We're gonna swipe it. Hopefully this little feller will have enough juice to do what we need to do. See what we can make happen. Beans are clean. I will say that for them.
Got an MF shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah. He asked if you still had your shirt last time.
Tell me it's getting awful thin.
Well, we're back combine day. Beans. This big field, 150 acre field. We did 73 acres yesterday. Had not trouble, just trying to get this thing set. I guess we ever had trouble getting this field so far back like 45, 46 bushel. Up ground, gravel spots it's weak, low spots is pretty good, but too much gravel. But if we got rain, it produced. But you see the dust still rolling, no air blowing, or a little bit of air blowing. Just been having trouble with the fan. So anyway, got it set. It's doing a pretty good job now. And I don't know, just the way the conditions change. Moving right along. Well, not real fast. It's just starting to get dried off. It's about noon. Boy, when the sun goes down in the evening, it's tough. Until it gets good and dry, it's tough. You look at these beans, you look like they make 50, 60, 70 bushel. But you get a look, there's lots of pods, but nothing in them. There's nothing in them. Now it's climbed back up to there's 70, 71 bushel, 65 bushel. Just up and down, up and down. See the little red right through there. These are dark good. That's, well, 2 inches of rain August. Still August sure would have made a difference, but we did good.
So Dad last night was down here by himself for a little bit, and he was about to dump on this truck, and he thought that we hadn't cleaned it out. So he opened these doors to see if there was any leftover corn in the bottom of it. Well, there wasn't, and it was full of beans. He just didn't know it. So now we got a mess to make or clean up. Now in his defense, BJ filled this truck and not the next truck in line.
Well, last rain delay, I wanted to replace the batteries in this truck, and lo and behold, all of a sudden it would start one day. Well, I don't know what was aligned at that particular point in time, but this truck's dead. Disconnects were shut off, and it ran a good bit yesterday. I don't know if we got a battery issue or a wiring issue or a starter issue, but I think we're gonna change batteries sometime in the near future, because I'm not gonna fight this all fall. If it won't hold a charge when it's 90, it darn sure won't do it when it's 25 degrees and we're all very excited. Well, let's see if she'll start now. It about started the first time we tried this, so been sitting here running for a while with the jumper's hooked. Oh, there we go. Sure didn't make the mess. Seems like I always get to clean up the mess though. So we're still dumping from last night. We've got so much dust and dirt in there. It's the grain leg is not, the augers are not taking it very fast out of the trucks. So we're going pretty slow. It's taking about 40 minutes to dump a truck. This is only a 3,500 bushel an hour leg. So theoretically, we should be able to dump this truck in 20 minutes. Beans are plenty dry. But again, this was from last night. Yeah, trucks are lining up, just not dumping real slow. We'll get caught up, but just not as quickly as I thought. I guess we should start dumping trucks at 8 a.m. But we were doing other things. I'll be so happy when we get back to corn. Usually beans seems like it's hardest on equipment. And as you can see the conditions, it's very, very dusty. This is abnormally dusty. I've noticed it a few times in the Facebook comments and whatnot. People have asked if that's because of white mold. That's actually more to do with the drought conditions we had at the end of the growing season. Those beans never really matured, they just kind of died. And I think that's why we got the dust that we have. Typically they're dusty, they're not that dusty. And the last 2 years have been exceptionally dry, and this is kind of, they weren't this dusty last year, but they were pretty close. At least last year you could see the head most of the day until dark. This year you can't see anything, it's just completely blocked out by the dust cloud. So when we started today, we had 75, 78 acres in this field, something like that. There's 60 acres right here, and there's another 10 acres beside it. That's where we're going next, so we're not moving. We'll be here the rest of the day. It is 3 o'clock. Looks like he's probably got about 30 acres left here. So we should make it to that 60 before dark and hopefully have it opened up and all that stuff out of the way before it gets too terribly dark.
Where we're at now. Can't see nothing. See the reel out there, but can't see the edge. This side you can't see nothing. Wind would just blow some. That'd help a lot. Well, unloading. Someplace to come. Grain cart there. I hope BJ can see better than I can. Well, we got to dump again. I think he's there. There we go. Hard to see sometimes there. Well, just got out, finished that field, got out, got an oil leak. Thought something was going on. It's raised up slow. I don't know if it's an O-ring on that block or what, but we got an oil leak, so head to the shed there with the truck, see what we can figure out. Yeah, we got an oil leak. God bless it.
Well, this don't look like a good sign. Got done dumping a truck and seen the combine pull in. The cleaning fan last time this happened.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah. That's why some bitch was loose.
Huh. Got a little hydraulic leak.
God damn. Well, deal with it.
Had a good day going. Is the field done?
So I found out why he's so quiet today.
Why?
My two-way was off.
Surprised
He's
you.
probably been cussing me the whole day.
Bottom O-ring's bad.
The black one.
Yeah, the black one. Beside the other one.
Please edit that out.
No.
Don't look on my face.
No, we gotta keep the good stuff.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't. Yeah, you're my favorite.
Fuck.
There's gonna be a lot of beeping right there. So this
after
O-ring off this valve is what's bad. When we had the gleaner, we had this same O-ring on this same part of this valve block. Do this a few times. As long as we got an O-ring, this will be a quick fix.
Could be, but it's also looks like it's been twisted.
Let's put it in there, see. Can't do more leak.
So the real question is, how long will that O-ring last? So Dad's going after a bucket of oil, and then we'll get back to green flag racing, but I'm going to back this over here and put some DEF in it for him. He said he's using like 28 gallons of fuel an hour and he's burning through a lot of DEF, but we're covering a lot of acres an hour too. Combine started at 11, it's 5, and he's done about 80 acres, so moving along pretty well. Government juice. Well, I'll put some oil in this. Just about knocked myself out there. I need the funnel because I can't tip the jug up enough. Okay, he should be back in business. We were finally caught up on the trucks. We got 2 empties and an empty grain cart and a half a truckload on the other one. We got about an hour and a half of running time left before it's dark, so I think I'm gonna hop in the ripper and do some inline ripping the rest of the evening. If Dad doesn't Hulk smash it. Realized we're gonna need some dinosaur bones, or it's not gonna be a very productive evening. So if you're not familiar, this Massey is a demo unit. We've had it all season so far. This is Massey Ferguson's tractor. I did a review on the actual machine itself. I didn't realize that this little cool box was there, and you guys pointed out. Appreciate you. Now I got a cold water later.
Well, we got the O-ring fixed. Put it on in, hopefully. Up the right side or not, I hope it ain't leaking yet. Time we get the field probably will, but we had to put a little depth in it, tow it up. And going through the cornfield, boy, this cornfield beats you to death. These tracks. Get this bean field, it gives us smooth. So that roller makes a difference. Does make a difference. Mandaco. That's the way you say it, Mandaco roller.
Well, I feel like our ripping experience was going to be short-lived. Dad just called and said he plugged the chopper. Well, this should be fun. He said something smells hot, so maybe we'll have a weenie roast tonight. I don't know. You bringing it up here, or what's the word?
Check blow his head off. I smell something. Smells something burns.
You want me to bring that water tank?
Yes.
Well, this is fun. We get to try out the thermal event tank. BJ's not here, it's just Dad and I. I don't really know how to use this, but we're gonna figure it out. So it needs to be in action right now. Well, we have found part of the problem. Can't get our thermal vent pump to work, but luckily my buddy that was very close to here, farmer beside us, had a spray trailer full of water, so we're gonna douse this puppy. Out of order, I guess. Overpressure on it, bleed or something. Clutch is a little hot.
I was just saying about 2 spans over right next to John's house.
So the combine is plugged in the chopper, and we're trying to get that emptied out because there could be smoldering embers up in there. The pulley fire seemed to have been the main cause of smoke and smell, but we also want to get everything cleaned out of this so it doesn't ignite while we're sleeping. The combine's going to be spending the night outside tonight too. So eventually this gap will be bigger, but right now everything's plugged so tight you can't get in there, so you just got to pull this chaff out piece by piece. You end up with this bale looking thing. And that's why. Huh? Hold on.
Video is part for you. It's running.
Yeah. Last time we did this, George and Dad set the golf cart and laughed off at me and BJ, but it was a lot colder then. Well, last time we did this together, I was planting beans both times you did it in wheat harvest.
Oh, hey, it's
You know what, in your eyeball?
yeah, the shit you smacked over there.
Well, I didn't hit it with the crowbar. It hurt a lot more if I got him with the crowbar, I think. Oh, there's a bale. Oh, that's hot.
Hot, like moisture compressed in it, hot.
Yeah. You ladies are going to be in the YouTube video.
That's the only reason I came down here.
What?
That's the only reason I came down here.
That's what I figured. Have a combine fire and they come out of the woodwork. But here's what she looks like cleaned out.
Well, Rachel just
The chopper.
Get dirty. Rachel just stuck her head in there. I think so.
The real one's out there giving instructions.
I haven't picked them up yet.
I think we're good. Other than this being broke. Keep coming, BJ. Come all the way in. Hey, come all the way in. All right, now go out. I think it just knocked it back into the chopper now. Yeah, I think we're good. Is that smoke or dust?
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Okay. Wash your hands and we'll move it. Yeah, that's what came out of the back of it. He's taking her out there to fire everything up, but I think we're cleaned out. I'd say we're going to need a new clutch. Kind of my thought that that's what started this little cookout. Sounded like when he just tried to kick her on, she just slipped real bad. Now we need to see if we're on fire again. I don't think it started, Dad. Doesn't sound like it ever started. Oh, I thought you didn't get. That is impressive. There's that much dust and dirt in that thing. I think we're gonna need a new clutch that starts this chopper belt. And then I think we might have a couple broke knives maybe. And there's some dents inside the chopper. And a panel that looked like it might have had a weld broke, so we'll check that out in the morning. Look at all that dust coming out the front of this thing. Yeah, whenever that thing was smoldering and we didn't figure out where it was yet, we quickly unhooked the draper head and backed away just in case. Dad and I were starting to get pretty nervous on this one. We thought that ember was inside of that chopper, which had us real nervous. Turns out it was just that pulley, but whew, it's smoking a lot. Oh, what do you think? Next time we just let her burn? Can't say that for insurance purposes. Well, combine didn't burn to the ground, so that's the good news. I think there's some issues, and we got some broken things in the chopper, but there's still a bunch of crap in the chopper, and I'm tired, and it's dark, so we're going to readdress that tomorrow. I think we'll be able to use the machine though, probably within a day or so. Depending on what's broke, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. But this is the 4th time we've plugged that chopper in approximately 4,500 acres, all last year, and wheat harvest and what we've done this year. So I'm starting to get very annoyed with that. That's it's not fun. I don't know. I'm gonna decompress on this a little bit and relax, and then we'll form a better opinion. But right now I'm a little frustrated. Yeah. Now, before anyone tells me to go buy a John Deere or go buy a Case or whatever, I can't. Combines are expensive. We're gonna keep this one. We're gonna make it work go. All right, guys. This is the next day. Had a little bit of time to cool off and decompress a little bit about the situation. The fire really wasn't that serious. What got us very worked up to the point where we called the fire department was when we called them, we thought that fire was taking place inside of the chopper because it was plugged. We thought that we were not going to be able to get to that fire before it got out of control because we thought it was inside by the rotor gearbox or by the rotors. That's why we called the fire department. By the time when they showed up, we had, like a few minutes before that, I had found the embers and we'd put it out. I tried to call them off, but they were quick. They got there pretty quickly. So I do want to thank Liberty Township Fire Department for responding. My friend AJ, farms down the street, he's the one that brought a water wagon. I want to thank them, and Drake Farms for the water wagon. Oddly enough, when AJ got to the field, we also figured out how to use the water tank on the grain cart. So, but I do want to thank everybody for helping us and showing up when we need you. So, hopefully that's the only time this happens, but it's hard to tell. I mean, every combine is one bad bearing or one spark away from a very large fire. It can happen. It can happen to any of them. As far as what caused it, I'm not sure. Today we spent a lot of time looking over the combine. I don't know if when the chopper plugged, it made a spark because that pulley started slipping. I don't know. That's a theory. Another theory is that when he engaged it, just a spark from that clutch hit an ember. I don't know. But yeah, definitely something that can happen, especially in bean harvest. But thanks for watching, everybody. Do me a favor, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.